In this episode of Trekking Through Compliance, we consider the compliance and leadership lessons from the Apple, which occurred on Stardate 3715.0. This episode is a lot of fun, and it shows how weighty or heavy the mantle of leadership can be when Kirk finds what he believes is paradise and drops his guard, and it turns out to be a pretty dangerous place. So that's an interesting leadership point in this. It's really not a lesson, but it does lead to some of the other lessons that we have for this episode. So number one, how do you validate that your compliance policies are being followed? How do you monitor each one of those going forward, and why is that monitoring important? Number two, if it was not clear to you before, or you didn't know this before, but if you're wearing a red shirt in TOS, there's a good chance you're going to die because redshirt risks are particularly high. So how do you manage the redshirt risk, and how do you manage your highest risks? And then finally, what's the role of the board of directors in compliance? If you're a Delaware corporation, you obviously have a Caremark obligation, but you could have other obligations as well. So what's the role of your board in your compliance program, and are they fulfilling that through an appropriate level of oversight? Are you training them on their obligations for your compliance program?